Okay, we have a spot. Excuse me. From Brown. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Okay.
Who's the best? So we got already. What do you think if the band?
I'm okay.
Okay. Pivot this way. And have you kind of here.
We're just waiting for Jen Hansla. Can Jen Hansla come to the front?
I want to get in here. We're not, right? Yeah? No?
Okay, Jen.
This is Susie.
And then Wendy as well. Come on front. Do we have Winter's tenants? Any winter survivors up to the front over here before we begin? Give them a couple more seconds, folks.
Winters, come on, Winters.
Come on, Winter's tenants. Jen is calling you. Jen is.
Yo, let's go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Winters tenants.
How we feel, folks?
Come on, Justin.
Are you ready to rock?
Justin. Justin.
Oh, Justin. Hell yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin. How you doing?
What about Nikki?
Is Nikki here?
Richard, I know you're out there, Richard. There are people out there outside, but we need to call them up. There are a lot of people who wanted to be here, but we're not able to get here. Richard, Richard.
And so
Here,
you're going to start with the welcome?
Well, that's what I was going to do,
Okay.
but you didn't let me set up my tent. I was setting up.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it's...
HPD?
I don't know how to put it.
Honey Bunny?
So I could say it.
Yeah, do you want to say open a prayer? Okay. We're going to start with the chant, okay?
All right, then.
All right, folks. Say it with me. Our homes can't wait.
Can't wait!
Our homes
Oh!
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 can't wait.
Can't wait!
That's right, folks. Our homes can't wait.
Oh! Can't wait!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's the best chant ever, you guys.
We start here today. 2 years after the tragic, catastrophic fire that burned down the Winters Hotel 2 years ago. And why did this hotel, this home for 72 tenants, how did it burn down? Landlord negligence! Deadly landlord negligence!
No accountability! No
Shame on Atira! Shame on BC Housing! Shame on Peter Plant! And shame on the City of Housing! The City of Vancouver and its housing system! Every single one of these parties are responsible not only for the deaths of 2 tenants on that very day, but the continued misery and suffering of its survivors. In 2 years, no justice. There has been no justice for the tenants. And that is why we gather here today on the 2nd anniversary of the fire to demand change, to demand justice. Justice for the winter survivors.
Justice with the survivors!
And to begin today, we have the survivors themselves of the Winters fire who again struggle today and lead today's march and memorial. They are not only seeking justice through the courts and justice
Stay behind us.
for the tenants, but justice
right
for
here. This
all
girl.
low-income tenants,
one
for
behind
all
me.
renters, for all the homeless,
behind us.
all of the struggling
mind. Thank
masses
you.
in the
Show us
downtown
yourself.
east side. Say it with me. We demand justice.
We demand justice!
Justice for the winter survivors.
Justice for the winter survivors!
And to open our event today, we have Wendy, one of the survivors, a beautiful angel, a singer, and a gorgeous soul. Let's give it up for Wendy, folks.
Thank you. I was going to sing a song, but I lost track of my guitar, so I hope that Nicholas has that. But I want to. Would you like me? I can. Are these? Oh, I see. I think this is better here. And if you don't mind, could you put a little bit more bass on my voice so we don't break? I like breaking people's eardrums because this is what it's about, right? people, you guys, this was 2 years ago, and if you can imagine, we actually got out of a terrible 5-alarm fire. And when I say 5-alarm, there were no alarms. There were no alarms. What 5-alarm means that it took 5 other districts of firefighters in addition, yes, to it took 70 firefighters or something like that. Don't quote me exactly on that. It was something like that for 17 hours or more to put it out. It was really brutal, okay? And I lived right next door to Mary. And I lived right next door to Dennis. And when I was running down the hallway, probably because I opened my door to get out, it was like a flashback type scenario. And I looked back and it was horrifying what was behind me. I didn't have time to go even knock on their doors, and I heard screaming. I really did. And it was horrifying, and it still haunts me today. So I want to, first of all, I want to really just, let's get to the thankfulness that we are on unceded territory. The Musqueam people and the Squamish people, and what I can say is Tsleil-Waututh, yes. It's a hard one to pronounce, but this is unceded territory that we are on, and I guarantee the ancestors are all with us, okay? Because I'm native, I'm from the Shuswap territory, and we've got a lot of people who are native down here, and I really appreciate everybody, whether you're native or non-native, to show up. I appreciate everybody. So I'm going to say a prayer, a small prayer that for this, what we're asking for today is a memorial in everybody who's grieving for these beautiful lives that were lost, and the ones that we have not known what has happened to them after the fire, that were accounted for. There was 2 that died in the fire, as we know, Mary and Dennis, and then after that there's been many who have either disappeared out of our lives or have died
misplaced on housing.
Yes, and just disappeared. So we're going to pray for those people, and for us today, that there is going to be some sort of democratic process, that we will get our rights met, okay? Because if we let this happen to the most vulnerable people, then what's going to happen to everybody? It doesn't matter what income level you are. It really is important that we stand up for what's right. So I'm just going to ask the Creator to follow us today, and all the ancestors to be there for us, and not to cause violence or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about standing up for what's right, and we're allowed to do that in Canada because we do have a democratic society. Let's keep it democratic in the sense that we want to hold on to our values. And democracy, did I say democracy? Democracy means also respect for everybody in society. It's not just about voting. Today we're voting really about how to treat people who are possibly not having as much luck in the world as others. And thank you for coming to stand up for us today. Let's march and have a great day. I know it's raining, and if it was raining that day, it wouldn't have been as bad. You know, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, give it up for Wendy! And next we call up to the front the badass herself, Jen Hansma, lead tenant of the Winter Survivors, also filed 1 year ago civil lawsuit against Atira. Her name is Jen Hansma. She continues to serve her community and her neighbors in the Columbia Hotel, organizing with the Winter Survivors. Let's hear it from Jen Hansma, folks.
Yoo-hoo! Thank you, Jen. Good morning. She's heading our case. Well, I didn't, but that's okay. You're here. Guys, I'm coming. Sorry,
okay. 2 years ago, this was my home. I miss my home. I miss my cat. My cat died in here because of the neglect of Atira, the fire department, and the city of Vancouver. I should hate these people. I should hate these people with all my heart, but unfortunately I don't. I pity them. I pity Atira because they don't know what they're messing with. I'm going to smash them to pieces this September.
Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, and that's it. Let's have a good day, and let's not forget Mary and Dennis and everybody that's missing from our lives. And yeah, let's have a good day. Who cares about the rain? It's still a beautiful day in Vancouver.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in Vancouver. Guys, give it up for Jen Hansma. Thank you very much. As Jen said, today we will be marching through the downtown east side. We will be visiting both of Atira's offices in our neighborhood. And again, we will be demanding justice for the tenants and justice for every single tenant across the downtown east side so that this catastrophe does not happen again. we know that that year in 2022,
Can we just
the
say
Winters was not the only building that burned down. There are so many fires in this neighborhood, fires that take down buildings, these slums that people are forced to live in. Buildings are burning down. The summer is coming and it will happen again as long as the city of Vancouver allows slumlords like Atira to get away with their criminal negligence.
That's right.
Their criminal negligence that not only takes lives,
It
but
was not an
again,
accident.
again, it is no accident, as Wendy said. These are the results, the consequences of constant decisions to allow the abandonment of the most struggling and needy tenants across Vancouver. Again, they are treated with no respect, no dignity, and no safety. We are demanding change across this system. We are demanding justice. Is that right?
Yes!
And so, to close us out, we're going to ask Paul from Our Homes Can't Wait. Is Paul from Our Homes Can't Wait still here? Paul. Paul. He's going to share some of his experiences in supportive housing and talk about the change that we need to this system to make sure that this does not happen again. Guys, give it up for Paul from Our Homes Can't Wait.
Thank you. The housing system isn't a housing system. It's a fucking institution here. This has been becoming like a third world system. It's just very degrading what they've done to these humans. People have lost their pets, and lives have been lost because of the fire. The compensations that have been donated have disappeared. People need to know this, right? While Atira goes home, they sit in their golden toilets and eat their dinner and look at their TV. These people are suffering. They're traumatized. Something has to be done, and we're here to do it. Atira and the government, we're fucking coming after you. Cheers.
Excellent!
Give it up for Paul from Our Homes Can't Wait. And folks, before we begin marching, we wanted to give one more chance to the tenants of the Winters. Are there any other survivors here that would like to say anything?
Why don't you just say thank you?
Go ahead, honey.
Wendy, do you want to close us out before we start marching?
Yeah, I want to say thank you so much to the Homes Are Now. Okay, you guys, we couldn't do this without you. We couldn't do it without Jen Haswell. We definitely couldn't have done this without Nicole who saved our lives that day. And angels are everywhere. Just remember that angels are everywhere, and here you are right now with us. Thank you so much. This could really make the difference for everything for us. Okay, so thank you, and let's march. And afterwards, we're gonna sing.
Thank you very much, Wendy. As you heard, we will be marching through the downtown east side. We will be going that way to the Atira offices, and we will be ending up at Oppenheimer Park for some music and some food to celebrate, again, the life and the survival, the struggle of those still remaining. The fight's not over, folks. There's still so much for us to change. We will not let this happen again, will we, folks? No! One more life taken by this cruel housing system. We demand justice!
We demand justice!
One more time, our homes!
Our homes!
Can't wait!
Can't wait!
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 Justice for the Winter survivors!
Justice for the survivors!
Justice for the downtown east side!
Justice for the downtown east side!
Let's get going, folks! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, folks, who's here for the march? Put up your hand.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna gather everyone here. We're gonna allow the media. If the media wants to talk to a tenant, yes. If Jen and Wendy are still here, please. There are some reporters that'd like to speak to you. And folks, let's gather here before we start marching. We want to be safe. So everyone who's part of the march, just come over here to the red wagon over here. Let's go, folks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe switch up the angle.
We need more housing! We need more housing! We need justice!
Thank you, Roller Girl.
Excellent! Here, is it still on?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well, yes. But
Yeah, it is. There's no accountability.
No accountability.
You see Jen? Do you know where Jen is?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, I don't mind answering the questions if she's our spokesperson, but if
Does anyone need an accessibility van? We have our Homestead Wayne has rented 2 vans. We have some great drivers right here. If anyone needs to get it, no, I'm making an announcement right now. If we need anyone who's in a wheelchair, anyone who needs a ride, we have a car over here, folks. So just come over here to the white van. Asha will be helping to push you along in this van.
it's okay.
Hey, Jennifer around.
And come sign my petition and stop turning us into yuppie houses.
Sweetie, we need Jennifer.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm second. I'm allowed to answer questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want me to be with you?
Yes, I know.
Where's your phone?
I signed it.
You're a kill.
Thank you for being here, guys. No joke. Like, you know what this means? Journalism is so important for democracy. Thank you.
Want me to be with you?
Yeah, sure. Let's walk. And,
Are you going to answer questions here?
at Oppenheimer, they said.
Oppenheimer.
Or she said that she wanted to. Oh, you want me to? Oh, okay. I didn't realize there were separate entities. Oh, I can do that here. Yes, okay. I was thinking there was one, but now we've got multiple. Okay, so which one do I speak into?
Well, this is mine.
You could do multiple.
They'll pick it up.
Can we bring
That
it
is
up?
You could do multiple, honey.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yes, I'll answer anything. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is our lives, really. It really is, and
Don't forget me, honey.
I won't. This is my friend who's going to be running for Parliament, and she's here to support us. But just stand over there if you don't mind.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. But yes, this girl is always behind us, and she's here for democracy as well.
Yeah.
So any questions that you have, I'll answer.
I want to know. I want to know what you remember most of reading the fire.
Okay. She's speaking.
Okay, my name is Wendy Gaspar. Okay, I lived in 302 at the back of the Winters Hotel there, right over top of where the fire started, basically. GAS.
Okay, folks. So we're asking our marshals.
Now, what I want to say is, she asked me a question. She asked me what I remember most about the getting out of the Winters fire.
Is everyone ready?
Hi.
I love you. Okay, don't crowd me. I remember being crowded. So what happened was
another van, the gray van there. In case
that morning, I woke up to one of my friends
driving down,
screaming fire at the end of the hallway. But I thought, see, I'd just gone to sleep, right? And I had part of the thing is with the Atira, they didn't have any locks on my door.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep safe. There are folks in the vests. Those are our legal observers and marshals. We're gonna try to keep safe here. And
okay.
y'all ready to go? Yeah, good. Okay, folks, say it with me. Whose streets are they, folks?
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! I understand. Our streets!
Let's go. Okay, let's start moving.
You tell, Vince.
I didn't answer hers, but that's okay. I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that. Is that okay?
So yes, so you woke up to somebody screaming.
Yeah, she asked me the question. We'll just start that again. That you asked me, what do I remember most about getting out of the fire? Okay. So, like I said, where I was a very precarious position to be in, but I was sleeping, so how would I know until in hindsight, okay? So this has gone over in my mind time and time again, that my friend was sleeping beside me. Why? Because he's just a friend, too. Like, I just asked him to sleep with me because there's no lock on my door. That's another reason. So we're sleeping, and he wakes me up and says, there's a fire. And I said, no, I'm getting fired, because in my mind, I heard someone screaming fire, and I thought I was getting fired. Like, that's what my brain was doing. It wasn't accepting it. And so he really shook me and said, get up, there's an actual fire. And when the door opened, billows of smoke came in, okay? And I then started to, like, my brain was too slow to understand what was happening, so I started looking for my shoes, and he's like, get the hell out of here, this is real. And so when he left my room, and this was all in milliseconds, by the way, you know what I mean? Like, it really was. And I grabbed my guitar. One thing I got out of there, I'm sorry if I was, okay. What happened was, when I got out of that room, I just had my guitar, that's it, and one shoe that was kind of half on. And we started running, but the hallway was filling up with smoke, and I suppose
again, in hindsight, I realized that when I opened my door, it added oxygen, okay? Which is, in essence, a lot of people said to me, oh, you have survivor's guilt. And I said, no, I don't. But I think I do, because really when I opened that door that was why Mary and Dennis blew up. Or, you know what I mean?
Stop them, basically stop
and that, it wasn't my fault either. I was getting out, but I imagine if they got out first, then I would have died. And there was no time, and so it was sort of like literally like a backdrop sort of situation, right? So I looked back, and I was going to go knock on the doors because I thought this is bad. I couldn't see, and there was no more doors as far as I could see. I mean, they were still there. The doors were still there. It wasn't that part of the building had not yet blown up, but it was absolutely invisible. And we ran and we got out, and then when I looked up, I went to the back there. You know, it came down here. That's exactly where the stairs were. I went to the back and I looked up, and you could no longer see my room, and just flames coming out. Okay, that's how little time there was, and that was that end of the building, though, you guys. At the front, it became slower because, you know, it rises and it ate up that part of the building, and then the. Sorry,
take your time.
Yeah, the when the fire trucks came, right? Then they're on top of that, you know, but so the people at the front were damaged quite much by the smoke as well, but down at that end, it was milliseconds, okay? I'm sorry,
that's okay.
I'm not Did you get that?
He's got to go, but
okay, God bless you. Thank you for asking.
Can I just ask you a question before you go?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sorry, I just go.
You guys are thank you for being interested in our lives.
So I hear the chance of demanding justice. What does that look like for you? What does justice look like for you?
Well, what we would all like, okay, is to get out of under the oppression that we are living in. Okay, so we were already poor here, right? I'm a musician, okay, so I don't consider myself to be poor. I consider myself to be underprivileged either. I consider myself to be a musician and artist, and there are a lot of people like me, in this area. And even if they're not, we're all still human beings. So, but what that day did to me was it took away a lot of my music equipment. It set me back a decade almost. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I had to rebuy all my equipment. I'm still working now back to barely getting to where I was at. I lost a gig because I was just so, you know, I couldn't sing for a while.
So are you in the class action lawsuit?
Yes, I am. Justice means I want compensation. I want all of my equipment replaced. That's a couple $1,000 at least, more like about $3,000. And not only that, I want compensation for the time lost, and just for the hell that I live with every night, like whatever it is. And also we want them to just pay up all the donations they gave to us, or that not. See, Atira did not give donations to us. The public did, and they took them. We want those back. So I believe that we want compensation, and yes, we want it in money, and we want it soon. I want to get out of this area and live a normal life.
Have you been able to find housing since then?
No, we've been living at the Columbia under the Tira rule, and there's no bathrooms that are like no showers, I should say, in my hallway, right? And if you went into my room right now, you would understand I can't use my sink. Stuff comes up. You know, it's just disgusting. It's slumlord situation yet again.
When Anna said September, we're coming for you in September. Do you know what?
What she meant, and that's Jen.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. Names,
yeah,
right?
That's okay.
What she means is that's when the trial is more or less set to start. Okay, so we have been going through the court process to get certified, etc., etc. And as you know, there are steps to these things. So that's when we're supposed to go into court, into trial. And
gotcha.
She is saying, "We're coming for you," and meaning. We're strong. We're going to try to be strong for ourselves and for the people who are lost.
Beyond the compensation, are you also looking for accountability from
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. And I think that's what that is, right? And we want them to pay up. We don't want them to be ever in the industry ever again. Like, forget it. Like, let's make this a better place to live. And Canada has a reputation. Let's keep that reputation strong, and especially Vancouver. It's a beautiful place. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Thank you for helping us, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can they all walk back to march with you, or you can?
Yeah.
I gotta go with her.
We'll catch up. Thank you so much.
Is Jen here right now?
She's probably in the marching.
Which way did they go?
Let's
go.
She's in the marching.
Which way did they go?
They probably went up that way. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. You guys are awesome.
Bye.
Love you guys. Okay, let's catch up then. I think we're marching up.
I didn't know if I was going to come or not, but you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy. I think they went up that way.
Yeah. They might. Yeah. So they either went 1, 2, So let's not get hit by cars.
No. Okay, let's cross the road. Yeah, you're awesome.
Thank you. Well, the thing is, the reason I apologize too is because I get off track. My mouth gets dry. and also because I really believe